Hello and greetings from all of us here at the Bengal Bridge program. I wanted to take a moment and just extend our gratitude to all the counselors and college and career advisors at the high schools, making education accessible, connecting students to awesome opportunities. And also thank you for entrusting your high school seniors with our program. It means a lot to us. This partnership is critical to the success of the program. The success that we've had over 6 years is in part of all the efforts and work that you all do on a daily basis. So thank you so much for all that you do. And as we continue to persevere through this pandemic, know that Bengal Bridge is committed to supporting you and your students as they consider and weigh out what opportunities they want to explore. And hopefully that is Bengal Bridge. So I'm going to transition right now and share my screen and start the presentation. So as many of you may or may not be familiar, the core theme of what I want to convey to our students is this Bengal Bridge is a 7-week college transition program. We offer some amazing opportunities for seniors, and particularly seniors that want to really just get that support with transitioning into college. If you are first generation, limited income, or if you are an ambitious senior that just wants to get a jump start to their academic career, we definitely have that opportunity. We're going to make sure that students have the support as we navigate the whole FAFSA application, submitting the information to ISU, ensuring that you have all your financial aid flags resolved on your Bengal web. We're going to make sure that we have all the up-to-date information in terms of maybe dual enrollment courses you completed. So when we create a schedule for you, you're set to go and you're taking classes that you absolutely need for your major. And then one of the things that I tell my students is I'm trilingual. I speak Spanish, English, and Benglish. So part of what we do here is acclimating students to the university life, right? There's a lot of local knowledge that that we walk here. I've been at ISU for over 10 years. And so there's a lot of things that I carry with me in the information I have that sometimes I have to remind myself to take a step back because that's some information or knowledge that's not always accessible or students are aware of. So our job is to help bring in those students, help them get acclimated to the university and get them connected to all kinds of resources on campus. Now, as you know, students have the opportunity to take anywhere from 5 to 9 credits towards a degree at an awesome rate of $65 a credit. I do believe this is a huge investment in ISU's part to allow students to come and what I like to say is test drive their education, be committed to their education, and start instilling that confidence in their academic abilities. As we know, a lot of students that are going through their high school experience through this pandemic might have some concerns or might be a little nervous about what college is going to look like. And I do believe that Bengal Bridge offers a tool to help ensure that students feel confident about their academic skills and preparing them for the new realities of college, of a college education, excuse me. So if the students are eligible for FAFSA, if they complete their FAFSA and they're Pell eligible and they've received the full amount, there's a good chance that all of their expenses are going to be paid for. So students can definitely visit us at isu.edu/BengalBridge and get started on the application. Okay. One of the big things that we're pushing for is making sure that they complete the application before February 15th. And students can complete the Bengal Bridge application or apply to ISU first. Now, there is an important distinction here that we need to make is students cannot participate in the program if they have not been fully admitted in to ISU. So both are important. If they do happen to apply to Bengal Bridge first, our faculty mentors are going to start reaching out to these students and making sure that they submit, submit your transcript. Looks like you're all set to go, but we just need that transcript. So you'll hear communication from your faculty mentor via email, text, or giving you a phone call, or giving your students a phone call to ensure that that they meet the prior deadline, or they get all the information in so they can be accepted into ISU. And then that's going to make sure that they're also accepted into Bengal Bridge. Now, living on campus is optional, but we definitely want to emphasize how different of an experience is if students decide to live on campus. If you do want to live on campus and are interested in living in Rendezvous for the 7 weeks, you can definitely go to isu.edu/housing, look for the Bengal Bridge housing option, and complete your application. We work hand in hand with housing, so if there's things that they're seeing on their end that we can help our students, we will make sure to reach out to your students and communicate those things. This is our team, and I think what makes this program so unique is that, yes, I talked about this being a 7-week transitional program, but once a student applies, they are being assigned a faculty mentor, and we are customizing and tailoring our approach to the needs of the student, to the needs based on their major, how many dual enrollment credits or AP courses they've taken. We're going to make sure that they feel comfortable with the next phase of their academic journey and accomplishing and completing all those things, making sure that they sign up for new student orientation, making sure that they send their high school transcript over to us. We're going to be there along the way. And then we're also helping to make connections, whether that's virtual connections to, this is Moodle, this is Bengal Web, this is how you use DegreeWorks, this is how you declare your major. We're helping them and introducing them and helping make those connections, connecting them to financial aid, making sure that they're aware of who their academic college advisors are, connecting them and creating those connections of support that ISU offers. And then hopefully through this whole onboarding experience, students just start developing some comfort. They know that they're not alone in the process. Whatever questions they have a faculty mentor guiding them along the way, right? So one of the first things that we do once we get an admitted student is we'll contact them, schedule an appointment. We complete an intake form where we are verifying the information that they provided. So what happens, so counselors and college and career advisors understand, is this students change their mind. Once a student maybe applied in November, December, we follow up and say, hey, is this still the major that you want to go forward with? I just met with one of the students yesterday and they actually had changed their major. So we want to go up and make sure that we're using the most up-to-date information when we're creating those schedules. And so that's why we have the intake process where we're meeting with them, we're helping them navigate Bengal Web, we're explaining the importance and their responsibilities of checking their email, where they can check their financial aid status, if they have flags or forms that they need to submit. We're walking them through that whole process, excuse me. And so we'll schedule appointments and walk them through that process. If students, one of the things that sometimes holds students up is they haven't claimed their account, so we're also helping them claim their account, making sure that they get into the habit of checking their emails on a regular basis. And then the other thing, this tends to be one of the areas that holds students up, is ensuring that they transfer all their dual enrollment or AP courses to ISU. And so we make sure that we're getting those things done with them, walking them through the process, helping them understand the articulation table that's offered at the registrar's office, those sort of things. And then making sure that if they're going to use their Pell Grant, that they complete the 21-22 FAFSA application. And we can help them schedule an appointment and help them complete that. I think one of the things that we've discovered is being able to jump on a Zoom call with our students or a Google Meet can really help empower them to make sure that they are completing the FAFSA accurately. And we're not only just going to focus on the 21-22 FAFSA, that's what we use for the summer, but we're also helping them with the 22-23 FAFSA application, make sure that they submit all the proper documentation into the financial aid department. Okay, so these one of the things that we take pride in is being able to offer just about all the courses that you could possibly need from objective 1 through 9. And what I mean by that is we have one course generally from each objective. And so students have the ability to see the courses that we offer. But one of the things that we'll have to discuss with students in our meetings is if they're thinking about considering to take like a considering exploring Bengal Bridge through the high flex option or online, it limits what classes they can take. Obviously, they might not be able to take geology or biology because there's a lab component and you need to be on campus for that component. So one of the things that we as faculty mentors will kind of navigate those conversations with students, but they may come to you and with some of these questions, and so you can kind of direct them to us, or you can pull up this video and kind of highlight the different courses that we offer. We also offer academic skill courses. The ACAD 1104 first year transition course is mandatory if they're participating in Bengal Bridge. And that course is where we're helping them, get acclimated to the university. We're going through, talk about test taking strategies, study skills, connecting them to different resources and empowering them to be prepared for their first year of college. So we do have some events coming up. One of the things that we notice is students get really excited once they're able to meet with their faculty mentor and attend one of our readiness events where they actually get to register. They actually get to see what their schedule is going to look like for the summer. They get really excited. So I'm pleased to announce that we already have scheduled our readiness events for Tuesday, February 26th at 6 p.m. We'll have another one in March, Thursday, March 17th, same time at 6 p.m. And then one more April 21st at 6 p.m. Now, if for whatever reason, because we know some of our students are balancing a lot on their plate and they're unable to attend those readiness events and register for their classes, we're going to be able to schedule maybe more one-on-one with the students, but it's exciting for our students to meet our other faculty mentors. One thing that is important to bring out is that we are monitoring the situation with the new variant. So more than likely the Tuesday, February 22nd readiness event will be a virtual event, but we'll make sure to send out those communications to our students, and then we'll see what March and April looks like. We definitely want the students to have the opportunity to come to campus and experience and make connections on campus at our readiness events. We also invite other departments on campus. Housing supports our readiness events, financial aid supports our readiness events. So if students have questions about their housing application or their financial aid, we have a representative from those departments making sure that students get the information or the answers that they may be seeking. And then in June, we have our Ready, Set, Roar Bengal Bridge orientation, where we're just kind of reminding them about the things that they should have on the radar, things that they should be prepared for, making sure that they purchase books, any last minute adjustments that we need to make in our program, we're communicating those things. Now, this is the cost breakdown, and maybe a lot of you are familiar, but if students just elect to take 6 credits or 9 credits, it differs in terms of the amount they're going to save. Now, having said that, sometimes 9 credits is going to be great for some of those students that are very ambitious. We want students to be invested in their decision, and sometimes the 6 credit route, because of everything that they're balancing in their lives, might be the best option for them. Have those conversations. Obviously, we want students to take advantage of the awesome rate, but we also want them to have a balanced approach. So if you're going to take 9 credits, we want you to be invested and committed to those 9 credits. Now, here's the breakdown for some additional costs. If they decide to live here in Rendezvous, it's going to be $564 for the 7 weeks. And then they have some options on the meal plans. So for 35 meals plus 225 flex dollars that they can use at any of the other vendors here at ISU, whether that's Einstein's, the Bagel Shop, or Chick-fil-A, they do have some flex that they can use at those places. And so that's for $196. or they can choose the 60 meal plan with 400 flex for 885. And then books are going to vary. I know a lot of our faculty and instructors try to explore more open education resources, trying to minimize the expenses of books, right? Now, these are the program highlights. We were online, all online when I first started here at Bengal Bridge, and last year was the first time that we were able to offer in-person instruction, and we still had the high flex option for a lot of students, but we were able to offer tutoring in the afternoons on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. Our faculty are attending those sessions. We also were able to have students experience kind of the cohort model. And what's really neat for our faculty mentors to be able to stand back and watch students make connections with our students. Oh, you're going into nursing too? I am too. And they start supporting each other. Why don't you come to the study group that we're having at this time? And it's really awesome to see those relationships bloom. We hope to be able to continue to follow that cohort model and empower our students to form their own network of support, right? And obviously, once you're able to be on campus, you're going to make awesome campus connections. We have a fun activity that we do, a scavenger hunt with students where they're locating different resources on campus as a group. It's one of the activities that we've done for several years now. And obviously we have supportive faculty. Our class sizes are very manageable. They tend to be very small. So you get more one-on-one with the professors and instructors to make sure that students are being successful in their experience. And now here's some important dates. Obviously our application deadline is April 15th. The program's going to start June 13th and ends July 29th. So students still have an opportunity to get a little break right before they get into their fall semester. Now, another thing that I just wanted to plug here is we want the college and career advisors and counselors to see our team as a resource. And so if you want us to go and present, whether that's virtually via Zoom or in person, we've established some different menu items for you to kind of consider. We can do a college panel. We can do an onboarding to college where we kind of have a Kahoot activity where we talk about the different aspects students need to kind of have on their radar as they're getting ready to go on to college. Or you can just extend the invitation and do a regular, not a regular, but just a Bengal Visit Day where we talk about the program if students haven't heard about it, but we're also there to help mentor students, answer their questions, address their concerns if they have any concerns with their 21-22 FAFSA application or the 22-23. We have access to information. Our different departments are available. We're always calling and verifying information for students, and we'd like to extend that. So it's not always on you. You can definitely tag us in, and we'd love to go visit, whether that's virtually or in person. And we just want that to be on your radar. And if you are interested in that, and for whatever reason, this was cut off, but you can definitely email us and request a visit from us. You can call us, connect with us. Now, there's another thing that I wanted to just kind of bring up quickly is we are starting to send out a lot of communications to a lot of your students. And if you're interested in receiving that communication that we send out, just so if students approach you and it's like, hey, I got this email from Bengal Bridge about like making sure I get my housing application done and they're confused, you've already received that communication. We can definitely add you in the list and that some college and career advisor and counselors already received. So, but if you're new to your role or your responsibilities, we want to make sure that we arm you with this information. That way, if students are coming to you with questions, you can address them, or you can redirect them to us, and we'd be happy to help. Once again, thank you so much for the opportunity that you offer us. Thank you for everything that you do. The Bengal Bridge is successful in large in part because of what you do. So we wouldn't be as successful if it wasn't for your support. With that, I will let you all go, and hopefully you all have a wonderful day. Be safe, be well, and we will see you around.